Hello, this is JeeShen again. Today I have two updates for you related to the hotel kiosk. One has to do with the guest registration and the other one has to do with the tax or heritage fee posting. Okay, let's dive in. So as you can see on my screen here, I'm going to talk about the guest registration on the kiosk first. So as you know, for every reservations on our PMS, there is a main contact. Okay, every reservation has a main contact. So if someone booked on Agoda, that person who made the booking is considered as the main contact. So for example, here I have a screenshot of a folio for a guest who booked on Agoda. Okay, so the channel manager will pick up the reservations and add it to the PMS. Okay, then there are two possible scenarios. Okay, when the guest contact, the main contact, for example, in this case is Afzan, right? The main contact check in, then the kiosk will update Afzan's IC, the address, and these informations are picked up during the check-in process. You know, we scan the IC, we scan the passport, so this is the information collected through the kiosk and it will be added to Afzan's contact. Okay, so so I'm trying to say that if the main contact check in, Afzan contact will be updated. Okay, so we have been doing so in the past. So far so good. Okay, now but what is a latest update to the kiosk is that what if the main contact did not check in? All right, so what if the main contact did not check in, but instead someone else, maybe Afzan's wife, check in, okay, instead of Afzan? So in the past, the kiosk did not handle such cases. It will just treat it as Afzan check in and update the information. But now we have introduced the ability to register room guests. Okay, so what happened is that let me try to say, okay, main contact did not check in, but the room guest checked in. Okay, his wife checked in. So what happened is that when the main contact did not check in, we will not make any changes to his details. For example, his wife checked in. Okay, we will add his wife contact as the room guest. Okay, if you notice, this name, IC, details, address will be picked up by the kiosk and sent to the PMS. So here's the main update, okay, for the guest registration. So with this, the kiosk will know how to handle when the guest who book and check in versus the guest who book but someone else check in, right? Okay. Here, then the second update I wanted to talk about is auto calculations of tax and auto posting of tax. Okay, what you can see here is our folio, right? And the guest booked for 2 nights through Agoda, and the payment collected by Agoda is also added automatically. Okay, so the things that Softinn PMS did for the hotel is a lot of automations, recording of payments, and calculations of the tax, etc. Let me give you an example. These 2 lines were automatically added to your PMS by the channel manager. Okay, and then this line, channel collect, is also added by the PMS to your by the channel manager to your PMS. We knew Agoda collected for you this amount. All right, so and these are the charges the guest got charged. All right, so these are all automatically added. Now what we did is that when we add charges automatically, we will have to calculate your SST if you are SST registered, right? So that's where we have this mapping that we will perform auto calculation of your SST if you set up the tax mapping. All right, so the guest paid 103 ringgit and 80 cents for the second night, and if you notice, the calculations here, the setup here is that it will automatically calculate backwards because the hotel set up in a way that the amount that gets paid is inclusive of SST. Perfect. So if you say this way, the system will auto calculate. All right. Now, then the other thing that is interesting is that if you notice, this hotel has also, on top of SST tax, they have also sustainable fee, 3 ringgit, right? So for Pahang or for Malacca, you know, the state government might impose some special fee. Can be sustainable fee, can be heritage fee. So our systems will automatically post those charges, the tax or the fee, if you set it up. Okay, so you do not need to, you know, add those charges manually. You know, the system will do it for you, right? Now, then if you notice, the payment from Agoda was only 210 ringgit, but the charges total up is 6 ringgit more expensive, right? That means Agoda does not collect sustainable fee for this hotel, right? So now that's where the automation between the kiosk and the folio comes in, right? The kiosk will recognize, hey, there is this 6 ringgit balance that the system need to pick up, right? Then it will automatically collect the 6 ringgit. If you notice here, the 6 ringgit is collected automatically by the kiosk. Okay, the kiosk will collect, and the guest paid using cash. So there's a lot of things that I spoke about here. Basically, the whole idea is that the systems will auto calculate the tax. The system will auto post sustainable fee, and all that we can do it automatically for you. And the only thing you need to do is to set up the tax mapping and the charges mapping. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed these updates, and I hope you enjoyed these automations, and that will reduce a lot of manual work. Thanks for watching this video.